Hi guys, I am Somjit. I am from Mumbai and I am currently pursuing my MBA at IIM Ahmedabad. Okay, let me start by dividing the entire preparation into two parts. The first part would be for CAT and the second part would be for GDPI. So for the CAT preparation, I started from the month of May, at the end of the month of May. And my strategy was that to complete the entire syllabus as fast as I could. So I aimed at by the end of the August, I would complete everything, and then I would only keep on practicing, and I would just keep on increasing the levels of the question that I practiced. So I just had that in mind. It's not that you have to do this it works different for everyone. This was my strategy which worked for me. And what I focused, I gave a lot of mocks. I think I gave around 30 to 40 mocks. And in every mock, the mocks are set up in such a way that they will teach you something new. So what you have to do is not only give the mocks, but at the end of it, you have to actually remember every question which was introduced in the mock which you were not able to solve. That will actually fetch you and give you the edge over the others in the CAT exam. So this was it. My weak areas for the CAT was the LRDI. I never got the hang of it. Even now, if you give me the LRDI examination, I may not be that good at it. But my VARC and quant were really good. So for VARC, what I did was my reading speed. I practiced a lot of reading from articles like, let's say, the Hindu or anything. Just keep in touch with some of the news articles so that you have a reading habit. And I focused on reading the RC part really quick, and then completing the entire VARC section, like attempting all the questions in the section. The LRDI was, as I said, not really good. So on the CAT day, what happened was of the 40 minutes which were there, in the first 20 minutes I was not able to solve even a single question, and I thought that this was gone. This attempt is also gone. I have to sit again. But then I, centered myself again, and I thought that okay, whatever time is left, I will try again. And then what happened was I picked up the wrong sets. So I would actually request all of you in the DLR, the main and the most important thing is to pick the right set. If you don't do that, the DLR entire section will be gone for you. So in the next 20 minutes, I was able to solve, I would say, around 10 to 12 questions. So I actually have a very bad regret that if I had picked up those questions first, maybe my score would have been even higher. And for the quant section, as an engineer background, I would say it came very naturally to me. So that was not really that difficult. So this was it for my CAT preparation. So I would say for GDPI, you should have a lot of practice for giving interviews, because after you give a same answer to 15 different people and 10 to 20 times, it will come very natural to you. You can also answer the question while you're sleeping. And there are some important questions which are asked repeatedly in all the interviews. I would say have a list of them, and prepare some answers for it. Get feedback from your peers, feedback from your parents, and also just surround yourself with people who would be interested in giving feedback to you. And another thing is that I think everyone mentioned is that you have to keep at it, right? This is a very long journey from giving the CAT to giving the GDPI to finally getting the result. It's almost a year. So you will most definitely be demotivated at some point of time. So I would say surround yourself with a good support system. My friends and family were always there for me. Whenever I have a very bad mock, I used to go back to them. Then they were like, don't worry, your next mock will be good. Just keep on practicing and all. So I would say just stick to it. Do your hard work and then let it be. Whatever be the result, just accept it. I was good in quants, but even still I was not able to cross even 10 questions in the exam, because what happened was I was very arrogant that okay, this is a question I know, why am I not able to solve it? So I spent around 5 minutes on a question, and then it started going downhill after that. So you have to let go of the questions very easily. Don't get attached to any questions. Skim through the questions at first and only attempt the ones which are very easy. Then come for the second round, then come for the third round. This is how you attempt the quant section. This is very, very important. So with the same knowledge you have, you can actually increase your marks by at least 20 marks if you just do this. Actually, what happens is whatever you think your weak subjects are, it means that somewhere in the basics you are gone wrong. You have assumed something that you think it is right, but actually it is wrong. So for all the weak subjects, you can actually start from the basics. Just go through whatever booklet you have, read through it and solve the easiest examples first. Just redo the examples then redo the first level of questions, and then attempt the second level questions. Because if you just look at the mock level questions, they will be very difficult. So if you just do the mock level questions and say that this is my weak section, then that is an illusion. Actually, you should first start from the easy questions and then only attempt the higher ones. So I would say for all the weak sections, start from the basics. At least do the level 1 questions first, so that even if a simple question comes in the exam, you will be at least be able to attempt that and not leave it. If someone is already in the, let's say, finance or economics or some consulting role, they do help, because it only helps in the way that your answer to your why MBA will be easier for someone, let's say, in a completely IT sector. Other than that, if whatever field you are in, if you are able to justify your why MBA answer with respect to your field, and it will only help you. WorkX will only help you. It's not that if you are in a particular WorkX, like in a field, it will be at a disadvantage. Because trust me, I was in a robotics field, and the professor who was interviewing me at IIM Ahmedabad was more knowledgeable than me at in that field. It was very surprising to me. So they will know more than you in whatever field you are working. Just be good with whatever you are in. Prepare thoroughly. They will be only guiding you on what you know. It won't happen that you don't know something and they will be grinding you on that and making fun of you or something. Just good be whatever you are. Be prepared to only sleep for 3 to 4 hours per day in the first 2 weeks. I'm constantly in a sleepy mode, and there will be so many things to do. So you will have to prioritize. And you cannot take part in everything. If you just start grabbing everything, now you will be in a mess. So it will be very... So I would say maybe the people who are already your seniors, talk to them first, because if you go aimlessly, then it will be difficult. At least in the first year. This is what I've heard. I don't know about the second year. It's not a very healthy practice, but I would say during the entire week, I used to keep the Friday evening for gaming. It was a gaming night with my friends. Come whatever may, however stress I was under, I used to always play with my friends on the Friday evening. So that was something which I had always to look forward to. And it was a huge stress buster for me. So it's not that you have to study 24 hours 7, but if you manage your schedule well, you can have time for fun also. That was something which I always did. Even 1 week before my CAT exam, I played with my friends. So it's not that if you play, it's sin or something like that. Yeah, I can say. So there was a lot of tough questions. I would say one from the IIM Ahmedabad interview. So I had a certificate in drawing examination, and I was very proud of it. So I was flaunting it a lot. So what happened was the professor catched on to it, and he said, okay, it seems that you can draw a lot. So what you do, you take a paper and you just draw a floor plan of a building, and you should ensure that the airflow should be there in all the rooms. So I was completely shocked, and I was completely, amazed at how do I go about this, and what did he see in my resume or anything that was relating to this. So, but I was able to do something. I did not give up. So I was persistent enough with my designs, and I was just keep on showing them. He would point me out the problems, and I would keep on reiterating the design. And in the end, he was satisfied. So what they were actually testing was that, do you have the presence of mind to answer something which you don't know, or how do you cope up with pressure? So these types of off or very odd questions will also be asked in your interview. You can accept anything which is under the sun.